Blitz on 2 starts now.
That it does. Good evening, I'm Dan Fanning. Welcome into week 3 of the Blitz on 2, Friday the 13th. Hopefully no jinxes on tonight's broadcast. Ashley Ridge enters the evening 3-0. More on that shortly. OCA 1-2, but they have played a gauntlet of a non-region schedule. The two duking it out tonight at Johnson Haygood. Land Sharks up 14-7 at the end of the first quarter, an untimed down after a penalty right here. Aiden and Manavian pop pass to Peyton Shaw. Peyton coming right into your living room. He scoots in from 28 yards to make it 21-7 OCA. Ensuing kickoff. Watch this. The ball is loose. Oceanside, the kicking team, pounces on it. They recover. They take over in Swamp Fox territory. Ensuing drive. Third down. Aiden McNavian calls his own number. Able to rumble down inside the 10, move the chains, first down for number 10. A few plays later, handoff to Terrence Johnson, the bell cow. He rumbles in from 3 yards out. Officials said he did get over the plane. That makes it 28-7 home team. AR trying to answer on the following drive. Trevor Kalish over the middle to Bam DeWeese. Move the chains, AR, he gets popped right here, but that drive would stall on fourth down. We go to your final score. How about this? Oceanside, big winners tonight over the 5A program. OCA 42, AR 29. Fort D taking their 3-0 record on the road to South Florence. Fort D's Ryan Campbell right here to his left takes this inside the Bruins 5-yard line late in the third quarter. Then Banks Wickersham, he committed to CFC to play baseball. Handoff to Michael Worthen on the counter. He runs in for the touchdown. Fort Dorchester trailing in this one. The Bruin defense tightens up, though, as Wickersham sacked by Caden Mintz for a big loss. South Florence, the alma mater of one Lenora Sellers. South gets the ball back, hands off to Jeremiah Waiters, who runs this one close to the goal line. That sets up another score. Fort D goes on the road, and they get it handed to them by South Florence tonight. Fort D drops their first contest of the season, 49-14. Reason why AR is 3-0, it was announced this morning. Berkeley played the first 2 weeks with an ineligible player and forfeited both contests. Since the season opener was a non-region schedule, was on the non-region schedule, it did not affect the Stags in the playoffs. Big crowd tonight west of the Ashley as the Wildcats play host to Berkeley. Last play before half, Henry Rivers, Hail Mary, deep, hauled in by Javaris Sumter right here at about the 3-yard line, but he is tackled short. We go into the break, Berkeley leading 15-0 at halftime. Third quarter, David Dunian back to pass for West Ashley. He's hit, ball comes loose. Marcus Henderson scoops it up. He has reservations for 6. The Wildcat coaches right there on the sideline said that the arm was going forward, but it is to no avail. Touchdown Stags. Tough sledding tonight for the West Ashley offense as they are held off the scoreboard. Berkeley, they pick up their, really their first win of the season, 22-0 over West Ashley. From Berkeley to Berkeley County, James Island leading Cane Bay 6-0 late in the first quarter. Nice game by Cane Bay's Tyler Myers. Here up the middle, bounces off tackles as we inch closer to halftime. That leads to this. Aiden Thorne on for the field goal. It's up. It is good. We go to halftime. Trojans leading 6-3. Third quarter, Jalen Brown Singleton gets loose. Watch this run by the senior speedster. Down the Cane Bay sidelines, number 2 picks him up, puts him down, rumbles all the way in. Looks like he might score. He is knocked down about the 5. Right there, they have to settle for a Gray Dangerfield chip shot. Friend of the program comes on. It's good from 25 yards. That makes it 9-3. As we go to the final, James Island goes on the road. They pick up a second win in a row. I guess maybe third. I think they were 2-1. They pick up a third win in a row. JI 16, Cane Bay 3. Stratford looking to get in the win column, taking on Socastee this evening at Ray Stackley Field. Knight's first drive, Jacob Davis. More on him next week. Strike over the middle to Jacob Deacon, the big man. Rumbles into Braves territory. Stratford settles for 3. Braves answer on the other end. Christian Royals looking for someone to throw to. Finds a crosser over the middle. That's Jonathan Goswick. He scoots in. Socrates up 7-3. Second quarter, Davis going to the air again. This time hits J.Q. Crosby down the Stratford sideline. In stride, he breaks free. He goes into the end zone. Stratford, they go back in front by 3, 10-7. As we go to the final, Stratford holds on late in the contest to get their first win of the season, 23-17, your final score. Down in Beaufort, speaking of Goose Creek, how about this? The Gators go down and they take down the Eagles by 15, Goose Creek 27, Beaufort 12. Back east of the Cooper, Hanahan knocked off Wando 2 weeks ago here in Mount P. Hawks trying to do the same against Lucy Beckham this evening. Third quarter tie game at 21 right here. Handoff to Travis Neal. A big gain, number 22, with shades of Emmitt Smith and the old Florida colors right there. Big gain by Neal. Later on the drive, Trey Shepard. He had a big game last week against Bishop England. Rumbles in. Hanahan, they take a 28-21 lead. Watch this. Chalmers Ballard to Timer Garris. Big gain, bounces off tackles, breaks through. He is hard to bring down. He coughs it up. However, one of his offensive linemen scoops it up right there. Later in the drive, Chalmers Ballard calls his own number. He is free. He is in. Chalmers Ballard can do it all, folks. He scoots in. That ties things at 28. Lucy Beckham scores late in this contest to hold off a Hanahan upset alert. Lucy Beckham wins by 7, 35-28. Wando making the trek up 17 to Murrells Inlet to take on St. James. Warriors up 7-6 late in the second quarter. Sharks on the move. Alex Sant sidearms into Aiden Smith. Pick up a 15 and a first down. Now inside the 25. Sant to his right, comes back left. A beautiful throw and catch to Zach Zorowaski in front of the WBTW cameras. St. James up 12-7. Under a minute to go in the first half. Here we go. Wando's Harris Beck fires it over the middle, finds his man on the sideline for about 20 yards and a first down. Final play of the half. Watch this. Stone, a big arm, airs it out. Kai Carrera hauls it in a Hail Mary full of grace. Wando goes up 15-12 at the halftime. And how about this? The Warriors coming back to Mount Pleasant with a 14-point win over St. James, 34-20. We are just getting started on tonight's Blitz on 2. When we come back, it was a long week for Bishop England. How did they fare against Philip Simmons this evening? Find out when the Blitz on 2 rolls on next. Welcome back into the Blitz on 2. After a social media post circulated on Thursday, along with other threats across the state and country, Bishop England deemed that no fans would be in attendance for tonight's rivalry showdown with Philip Simmons. To Jack Canty Stadium we go. As you see on the visiting sidelines, there's no one here in attendance. Scoreless, Darryl Porsche, kind of like a Porsche. Long run rumbles down the Philip Simmons, that might be the BE sidelines, in for the score. That makes it 7-0 right there as we keep on going. Philip Simmons trying to add to the lead. Sam, stay with me, buddy. As you see, I guess there's really nothing to scroll. You're good. Philip Simmons, they cough it up. BE would recover. Not much going on in the first half besides that touchdown as it was 7-0 at halftime. Some more points were scored in the second half. We go to your final score. How about this? BE had a long week, but they got through it. They are now 3-0 on the young season. Bishops 21, Iron Horses 14. Colleton in North Charleston taking on Stall and up by a decent amount at the half. Third quarter, Cougars defense stymieing the Warrior offense. Here we go. First, it's Julius Gerardo with the tackle for loss. Then Stall backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. Handoff fumbled into the end zone. Demarius Johnson-Stevens recovers. Officials discuss. They award a safety. Not sure how that's not a touchdown, but I digress. Ensuing Cougar drive after the kickoff. Watches Tavarius Frazier. Dials up distance. Finds an opening. He is gone. No one will stop him. Touchdown Colleton. As we go to your final score, Colleton County hangs a 50-burger on Stall this evening. Cougars win 50-0. ACMAG, big winners over Stall last Friday, taking the show to Hollywood to take on Baptist Hill. John Quest Henderson to Kylan Gordon right here. Gordon stiff arms a man, rumbles into the end zone, touchdown Bobcats. After ACMAG would score, Henderson this time over the middle to Jaden Douglas right here for a big gain. Move the chains, first down Bobcats. Jaden hard to bring down right here. Later in the drive, handoff to Jaden Gadsden. Jaden up the middle through a hole, bounces off a tackle, bounces off two more. He's in for the score. Bobcats go up, I think, maybe 14-6. Baptist Hill, they get into the win column tonight at Marion A. Brown Field. 30-22, your final score. To the Skeezer ranks, Porter Gaud beginning region play last week with the defeat against Hammond. The lone L on the schedule so far. Cyclones back at home tonight taking on Augusta Christian. PG down in the Porter Military Academy throwbacks for the contest. Cyclones first drive, Nolan Schumann option pitch to Jackson Sheely. Sheely breaks through an arm tackle, rumbles down the Porter sideline for a big gain inside the Lions red zone. A few plays later, Tony Brown, number one in your programs, number one in your hearts, muscles in to put the home team on top 7-0. After Augusta Christian scores on their opening drive, Porter opens the second quarter like this. Schumann, play action. It's J.J. Flood in the flats. There's a flood warning on the PG campus. J.J. does the rest, diving over the goal line for the score. Touchdown, Porter Gaud. Touchdown, J.J. Flood. Porter, they go on to put up a 42 spot this evening against Augusta Christian. Porter back in the win column, 42-19. Meanwhile, Pinewood taking on Camden Military in Somerville. Panthers first play from scrimmage. Asa Wyndham winds up top to Jaden Alexander, who hauls it in. That's one way to start things out. Pinewood inside the 30. A few plays later, J.J. Singleton hops into the end zone. Pinewood strikes first. They lead 7-0. Less than a minute later, Singleton finds pay dirt yet again. Squirts in from the 7 to double the Panthers' lead. I think you know where this is headed. Midway through the first, Wyndham, option read, keeps the rock. He finds his way in for the score. The Fighting Sophia Raidaballs of Pinewood Prep, big tonight over Camden Military, 49-6, your final score. And speaking of scores, we'll have some scores from last night. We'll also have some more scores from the high school and Skeezer ranks this evening. After this quick break, you're watching the Blitz on 2.